Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Western School District Superintendent Mike Smida. From Baker College and the Culinary Institute of Michigan, Program Coordinator Adam Light. From the Dahlem Nature Center, Executive Director Hannah Schauer and Naturalist and Educator Carrie Benham. From Aware, Executive Director Christy O'Neill with Olivia Pipko. And from the Walton Insurance Group, Rick Walton. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David Rice, and hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our show. A chilly, I know, I can't believe I'm saying this, a chilly Thursday afternoon. Right now, 68 degrees, and our heat index is 68. And I know you've heard people say this today. I have. It's freezing. It does feel a lot colder after coming off those 90 degree plus temperatures, but things will be improving. We're going to have a great weekend. Still a slight chance of a shower early this afternoon, but then we will see partly sunny skies. High today of 75. We have an air quality alert in effect again for the entire state of Michigan because of the Canadian forest fires, and it's expected that that will be with us for at least today and maybe into tomorrow. Things will improve tonight, clearing, a low of 52, and sunny on Friday, 75, sunny on Saturday, 78, and back to 80 on Sunday with sunshine. For the first 3 days of August, gorgeous weather. Not too bad though for the last day of July, and today's weather brought to you by Kelly Express. Thanks Kelly Express for great snacks, drinks, and savings on quality mobile gas. And today, and all weekend long, would be a great time to get a Kelly Express car wash. When you buy gas, you get a discount on the car wash at Kelly Express. Stop by before you head out on your weekend travels to Kelly Express. Let's look outside. We've got the sky cam. Still, I'd say hazy. Brandon, is that the forest fire smoke?
So this Michigan is starting up a little bit. Doesn't look as busy as
Yeah.
People
Notice
may not know it's open.
East Michigan Avenue.
Yeah.
East Michigan Avenue is open.
Yeah.
You can now get to Virginia and Coney Island unimpeded. And there is some more work that's yet to be done. As you look more on the left, there is Detroit Street. What a mess. Well, I think, no, is that Pearl? I think it's one of them. Actually, they're both a mess. But eventually we'll have beautiful roads when all the projects are done. Today is National Avocado Day, National Chili Dog Day, which is something that we really shouldn't be celebrating in Jackson. It's National Cotton Candy Day, a few days too early because Fair Week is next week. National Mutt Day, Shredded Wheat Day, and today is National Intern Day. And joining us live on the show today is our intern, Griffin DeShuttler. Griffin, nice to have you with us on the show.
Thank you, Bart.
And I think for a lot of people in our audience and on our team, they're hearing your last name for the very first time.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you know Griffin's last name? So you've been known as just Griffin. You know, it's like Oprah. You've got one name and that's all we need. But DeShetler. Am I saying it
Most people say
right?
it wrong anyway. Most people say DeShelter.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Or do they say something that maybe is not appropriate
Yeah.
for TV too?
Maybe.
Yeah. So we've loved having Griffin here all summer. Griffin's a student at Eastern Michigan University. And what are you studying?
Digital media production.
Oh man, perfect. You picked
Yeah.
a perfect place for your intern. So how's your internship gone so far?
I love it. It's a great environment. The people are cool. There's this guy called Bart that I like. Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah, and you've done a lot of work too. I think some of the promos that we've seen on JTV in the last couple of weeks, you've made them.
Yes, I did make some.
Yeah, so we've got a new promo for this show. What else have you done?
I did this show, the morning show, Jackson show, the locker room, and I did a food circus one. Yeah.
Perfect. I did a little bit of research on Griffin, and it turns out, and I'm surprised none of you have figured this out or knew about it, but Griffin once worked at Chick-fil-A.
What?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
That did happen, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the secret? Is there
Love.
anything?
The secret's love. Yeah. Love and care.
We can't figure it out. It's amazing.
And chicken.
Have you been to our new Chick-fil-A yet?
I haven't been to the one in Jackson.
Can you still eat Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
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 So how much more time do you have at Eastern Michigan?
One more year, hopefully.
And then who knows what? Maybe he'll be working at JTV.
That'd be awesome.
Well, Griffin, we love having you here at JTV. You've been
Thank you.
doing great, been a big help, and I'm convinced you're going to be very, very successful.
Thank you, Bart.
Yeah. So we might have a question or two going forward, but first, because it's not only National Intern Day, but it's National Grandma and Grandpa Camp Day, and the Hoopers, Al and Joe, brought their grandson today. Max Hooper is here in the audience, and Max's younger brother Wesley was here a few weeks ago. Remember Wesley was here?
I don't think I was
It was
here.
very disruptive.
Was it?
Yeah, the whole place was in a tizzy. But
believe
Max
it.
is a little older, so he's a little bit better behaved.
More mature.
Yeah, more mature. Yeah, and I can tell from looking at Max that you're a hockey player, aren't you? Yeah. Yep, you can tell, hockey legs. Yeah, and what grade are you in, Max?
I'm going into 8th grade.
Oh man, awesome. And you having a good summer?
Yeah.
Great. Is this the highlight of the summer?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Well, I think it's a highlight for all of us here at JTV, having Max here. Max, thanks for paying us a visit. We appreciate it. And if that's not enough, we also have with us today on the floor our assistant floor director, Bart Dowley. And Barrett has been helping out both on the morning show and on my show, and has been doing a great job. And I think he's been listening to Bluey tapes on his little radio. Is that what you're listening to? Bluey tapes? Are you feeding him the actual audio from our show, the control room audio and everything?
Yes.
You're getting that? Yeah. And so are you studying digital production as well? Yes, because you made a movie. He made a movie, so we'll see that movie someday premiering here on JTV. So if we didn't have Griffin and Max and Barrett here today, I don't know how we do the show because they're all being a big help, because right now all our crew from JTV Sports is at JTV Sports Media Day, which is happening at Jackson High School in the Glick Athletic Complex. So they have been busy over there, so I've got this new crew help us out here today. On the last day of July, the 31st, in addition to being Intern Day and Grandpa Camp Day, it's the anniversary of Marilyn Monroe signing her first movie contract. At the time, She was known as Norma Jean Dougherty, and she signed her first movie contract with 20th Century Fox for the sum of $150 a week. Wow. On this day in 1964, Ranger 7, an unmanned U.S. lunar probe, took the first pictures of the moon. Up until this day in 1964, we did not know the moon looked like this. It looked like cheese before this day. And it was because of these photos from Ranger 7 that NASA said, you know what, we could land a sucker on that thing. And they did just 5 years later. Isn't that amazing? First time they saw the moon, 5 years later, they landed on it. And they found out that it had a good enough atmosphere and a good enough surface that they could land. And then after the Ranger 7 took those pictures, it smashed into the moon. And there it sits to this very day. And on this day in 1912, the U.S. government censored movies and photos of boxing prize fights, and that remained in place until 1940. So 1912 to 1940, the U.S. said no more prize fights can be shown. None. And you couldn't transport films of prize fights across state lines. And it's for an unbelievable reason. It's because a black man won over a white man, and because the Southerners didn't like that. Southern senators created a law, a bill that got passed that prevented prize fights from being shown, and they weren't. So they had to show them in basements and in garages. And Jack Johnson was one of the greatest boxers of all time. You've never heard of him, but he was the guy in 1912 that beat the guy that was known as they called him the Great White Hope. He beat him, James Jeffries, and went on to, unfortunately, he had to leave the country. He faced such discrimination. All that happening in our history on this 31st of July. Well, after the show today, Griffin, Max, Barrett, Brandon, and I, we're going to go to the Yellow Patio Party. It runs from 4 till 7, and that's what's highlighting today in the J today. The patio party features today Kenny Cakes as the sides and hot dogs as the main entree, and entertainment by Steve Berkmeyer. Kiwanis Kids Movies continued today. It's Dog Man. And Barrett, that's a story about what?
About a dog that became a cop.
A dog?
Because Piggy the Evil's cat.
A dog that
did
became...
wrong, and then
Don't give us the whole movie. We're going to ruin it for everybody. That's enough. It's a dog that became a cop, which I think we have a few on the Jackson County Sheriff's Department right now. On also the Today in the J calendar, we've got the Community Choice Foundation backpack giveaway. That's happening from 5:30 to 7:30 at Community Choice Credit Union on Parnell, and everyone's welcome to that. Kids of all ages, but kids must be there. Parents, just don't show up. You got to bring the kid. And the Business and Professional Women's Club have a mixer for women. It's called Boss, Babes, and Bites. And that is to mingle with like-minded female entrepreneurs, creatives, and professionals while enjoying tasty bites at 1 North. And you can just show up at 6 p.m. And the summer finale bash for the Jackson District Library Summer Reading Program, which was going to be today. They postponed it to tomorrow for hopefully better weather. Please come by in Spring Arbor from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we've got a lot going on this weekend. We've got the Clark Lake Run. We've got the Raftorama. We've got a whole bunch of stuff happening in Marshall. We've got the Cascades Cycling, Pedal and Wine, tons of stuff. be sure and check out jtv.tv and Today in the J for all the activities of the weekend. We have a great lineup of guests on the show today. We're going to start things off with Superintendent Mike Smida from Western Schools. We'll get all set for back to school with Mike. Also, Adam Light from Baker College, Anna Schauer and Carrie Benham from Dahlem, Christy O'Neill and Olivia Pipko from Aware, and Rick Walton. All this today, along with Griffin, Max, Barrett, you, and me on JTV, and we'll get started right after this.